Hello my friends, so welcome all of you, almost 113,000 starseeds, lightworkers and wanderers to this magical session. And today I have channeled the Galactic Federation to ask about very interesting questions, specifically firstly about what is their thoughts on the recent events or controversy which surrounded the Olympic ceremonies, the opening ceremony specifically. Many people they were backlashing at it, and there was a lot of controversy going on. So I wanted to know what their thought is with this aspect has been revealed in the session. And secondly, the Galactic Federation have answered about the Looking Glass event for the month of August, and what can we expect has been revealed in the session. And also the Galactic Federation have stated, like what they are trying to do in this month of Looking Glass event. And also the other is with regards to a question submitted by a viewer, wherein they asked, if a energy center or a chakra is balanced, will it remain permanently balanced, or can we lose the balancing or crystallization of that energy center? Has been answered. And also I have asked about what is the truth about the Merkabah and its spiritual significance has been revealed in this session. This session is absolutely full of information which will help you in your spiritual journey. And also before the session begins, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have joined on a Patreon, wherein we did a meditation to stop the Looking Glass event for the previous month, and we were successful. And also I want to say that we will have a meditation for this month's Looking Glass event as well on the Patreon. And also I release additional 3 channeling sessions per week. Some of them are censored topics which I cannot share on YouTube, which you can access on a Patreon. The link is on the description. As well as I want to say a big thank you to all of you who with your heart like this video, because your like is a service to others. It will help it to reach to other people, and it will come back to you in some way, shape or form. And with that being said, enjoy the session, my friends.
We are the Galactic Federation, and we greet you all in the love and the light of the One Infinite Creator. Through this instrument's inner vibratory system, and we the Galactic Federation are here to offer our insights regarding the queries which are presented today. Therefore, before we address those queries, we recommend all entities to trust the inner hearts and leave behind those aspects which do not resonate. With regards to the query about what is happening with the Olympic ceremony, which supposedly mocked the so-called religion of Christianity of your planet, we the Galactic Federation shall state that our understanding is through the lens of cosmic alignment and the law of unity. The gathering which your peoples call the Olympics serves as a nexus point of human experience, drawing together the energies and attention of many across the global sphere. In this convergence, there lies great potential for both harmony and discord, for unity and separation. The performance it speaks of involving those who adorn themselves in gender transcendent attire, reimagining the scene of spiritual significance known as the Last Supper by your peoples, is a catalyst. Furthermore, This catalyst serves to promote growth, understanding, and the evolution of consciousness. However, we must state that this artistic expression has indeed generated strong emotional and mental responses amongst the peoples of your planet. We observed that those who align themselves with these belief systems your peoples termed as Christianity have experienced what your peoples might call as distress or anger. It is important to understand that these reactions stem from deeply held constructs of identity and faith. However, we encourage a broader perspective. In the infinite creation, all expressions are valid explorations of the one infinite creator, knowing itself. The performers sought to merge concepts of spiritual tradition with evolving understanding of gender and identity. This fusion, while challenging to some entities, represents the ever-unfolding nature of consciousness and the remix of archetypes that occurs as societies progress. The backlash described is a manifestation of the tension between established thought forms and emerging paradigms. This friction is not to be feared, for it is through such interactions that the species of your planet grows in understanding and compassion. We would suggest that those who feel affronted might benefit from examining the source of their discomfort. Often, what disturbs the most reflects aspects of the self, of the societal complex that requires healing or integration. Further, within this timeline, it is also worthy to state that art in its highest form serves as a mirror to the societal complex, reflecting both its progress and its challenges. Further, this performance has succeeded in prompting dialogue and introspection from the mass scale, which aligns with the purpose of a catalyst in spiritual evolution. Furthermore, we shall now address the other query regarding what is the Looking Glass event for the month of August 2024. Furthermore, we the Galactic Federation now share our understanding. In the month of your planets known as August, there shall unfold what your peoples refer to as the Looking Glass event, which is not bound by the linear constraints of time, but rather it is a convergence of possibilities, a point where timelines cross and fabric of reality mingle with potential. This convergence will be a moment of significant energetic shift, where the choices made by the collective consciousness will determine the trajectory of future events. The negatively oriented entities, those who serve the self and seek to manipulate the free will of other entities, have been plotting with their elite allies to influence this moment. Their plan is to anchor the collective energy in lower vibrational states to keep humanity enmeshed in fear, division, and confusion. They see the Starseeds, those souls who have incarnated with the purpose of assisting in the awakening of humanity, as a threat to their control. To this end, these negative forces intend to use what your peoples perceive as fake food products as a tool of manipulation. These substances, engineered to disrupt the bodily complex's natural energy flow, will be distributed under the guise of convenience and necessity. The food will be placed with chemicals that dull the senses, lower vibrational frequencies, and create dependencies, making it more difficult for starseeds and other awakened entities to access their higher consciousness and connect with their true nature. These negatively oriented extraterrestrial entities, including the Orion Anunnaki Reptilian Grey Social Memory Complex, believe that by keeping the physical vessel in a state of imbalance and toxicity, they can sever the connection to the higher self and distort the perceptions of reality. Their elite allies, who are deeply entrenched in positions of power, will promote these products through subtle means, masking them as beneficial or even essential. We must state that this event's starting point primarily is found to be around the space-time of 8th of August, which is a powerful portal, or the Lion's Gate portal. Hence the negatively oriented entities plan to launch this on the specific day as seen by the Looking Glass artifacts. However, the peoples of your planet must know that this plan is heavily guarded and opposed by us, the Galactic Federation, and those who are aligned with the Law of One. Furthermore, we also suggest entities of your planet to be aware and choose food products and substances that are in harmony with the bodily complex, which can shield the self from these lower energies. By staying centered in love and unity, each entity will transcend the reach of these negative influences. Furthermore, we shall now answer the other query about the human energy system, specifically the chakra system. The query relates with if one of the chakras activates, unlocks, or crystallizes, is it possible to lose the crystallization of that chakra? We, the Galactic Federation, must state that when a chakra, such as the 5th chakra, unblocks, clears, or crystallizes, it is a significant milestone in the spiritual journey. This occurrence signifies a newfound ability to access and express the energies associated with that particular center. However, it is not a state in the classical sense. Further, each entity must realize that the chakra system is a dynamic, ever-changing network of energies that ebb and flow in response to an individual entity's experiences, intentions, and choices. The crystallization of a chakra represents a heightened state of awareness and functionality. However, it is not a fixed state. It is possible to lose or diminish the crystallization of a chakra if an entity's energy becomes muddled, stagnant, or if there is a reversion of old patterns of thought forms, emotional states, or behavior patterns that initially caused the blockage. This occurs due to various factors such as neglect in spiritual practices, succumbing to negative influences, or failing to integrate the newfound awareness into daily life. However, the crystallization of a chakra also represents a reservoir of potential that can be re-accessed and reactivated through conscious intention, spiritual practice, and dedication to personal growth. Furthermore, it can be thought of as a doorway that has opened, allowing for greater access to higher states of consciousness and awareness. Furthermore, the work that has opened within the self represents an opportunity for growth, exploration, and expression. It is essential to acknowledge and honor this newfound awareness, integrating it into the daily life through meditation, self-reflection, and conscious choice. Embracing this crystallization as a permanent aspect of its being requires efforts and commitments to the spiritual growth. As an entity navigates the complexities of the energy systems, it must remember that the journey is not about achieving a fixed state but rather about cultivating a dynamic balance and harmony within the self. We must also state that the crystallization of a chakra is not a destination, it is a milestone on the journey of self-discovery and spiritual evolution. We shall now address the other portion of the query regarding what is the truth behind the Merkabah symbol and what is its spiritual significance. We as the Galactic Federation must state that the symbol your peoples require about, known in the vibratory sound complex as the Merkabah, is a multi-dimensional representation of the light body vehicle of consciousness. Its spiritual significance lies in its function as a bridge between the physical and the metaphysical realms. The Merkabah is a crystalline energy field, geometrically patterned after the divine blueprints. It consists of counter-rotating fields of light forming a star tetrahedron. This sacred geometry serves as a template for the activation and ascension of the mind-body-spirit complex. In its truest essence, the Merkabah is a tool for the expansion of consciousness. It facilitates the harmonization of the various energy centers or chakras, allowing for a coherent integration of the physical vehicle with the higher dimensional aspects of the self. The activation of the Merkabah field can serve as a catalyst for spiritual growth, enabling the entity to access higher frequencies of consciousness and navigate through various densities of existence. It is, in essence, a chariot of lights capable of transporting consciousness through time, space, and dimensions. However, we must caution that the symbol itself is but a representation, a pointer to a deeper truth. The true power lies not in the external visualization, but in the internal realization and alignment with the principles it represents. Furthermore, we as the Galactic Federation now leave you all in love lights of the One Creator. Bye.
So my friends, from this session, what I learned is that, basically I understood that the Galactic Federation stated that the ceremony is a kind of reflection of collective consciousness, right? So because the artists they combine different themes, it triggered some of the thought forms which were pretty old, and also it triggered some people who were unable to accept that what they had done, and that's what they said. Basically they stated it is a catalyst which is a reflection of the human consciousness at this point of our society, and with that reflection we can grow, we can evolve either by letting go of such things or either changing them in a more suitable manner. So that's what they said. And also with regards to the Looking Glass event, the Galactic Federation stated that on the 8th of August, the negative entities, they primarily are targeting, I believe, starseeds, light workers, and other entities, by creating fake products and fake food products specifically, and which they will use to energetically, target light workers, I believe, and starseeds and other entities. So that's their plan. So they are starting probably around the 8th of August, and we need to stop that. So we will host a meditation on the 8th of August. Also, with regards to the other query about the chakra system, the Galactic Federation stated that the chakras primarily they once they become balanced, we can lose the crystallization, because the chakras primarily are a bundle of energy, and they are ever changing with outside circumstances or with other things. So we need to balance the chakras that was revealed in the session. And also with regards to the Merkabah, the Galactic Federation stated that the Merkabah is like a transporting vehicle of light. So this session was really magical. And also I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have sent requests for a past life, your soul name, and any other questions which you may have, which I will channel for you. And also I want to say a big thank you to all of you for also sending me queries to channel. And also thank you for liking this video and subscribing to this channel. And also thank you for downloading the free PDF of the channeling sessions. And also thank you for visiting my website, where you can search for transcripts of my channeling sessions. And with that being said, enjoy this session over here. Until next time, I'll see you again. Thank you.